I really love challenge, so I set myself a bold goal to create MVP in just 2 weeks and launch it on Product Hunt. Yes, you heard that right. 2 weeks to turn idea into product. The product in my mind was voice cloning using AI. Everyone has wanted to sing their favorite song at least once in their life. But they can't because they lack vocal skills. Those people were my target audience. The idea was simple. Users upload their voice samples and the song they want to sing, and the software will clone their voice to create a personalized version of the song. I started by designing the complete architecture of the software. Here it is. Oh wait, not that one. Here is a real one. Yeah, I know that it doesn't look good, but I wanted to dive right into building the product. 2 weeks is not a lot of time, especially with a full-time job, so this simple sketch will be good enough to start. Now I am more of a server guy than a developer, so I wasn't sure what language to use. A quick Google search led me to Node.js, so I jumped in. But guess what? I'd never coded in Node.js before. So it was time to ask Cloud AI to generate some starter code. I prepared a simple prompt for Cloud AI. Well, maybe prompt itself was not that simple, but it provided a good result. However, every time I hit the error, it was taking so long to fix that. After 2 days of wrestling with Node.js, I decided to go back to my old friend Python. At least I had some experience with it, so I opted for Flask as my framework. On September 9, 2024, I made my first commit and named my software Voice AI. Sounds cool, right? But I quickly realized that I needed a domain. So I was on the hunt for a .io domain, because let's be honest, they sound awesome and they're so popular in tech industry, especially within startup sector. I went to GoDaddy, searched for voiceai.io. The result was not that great. It was offered at price of 13,000 euros under premium domain category. But anyway, I really loved that domain, so that's why I just purchased it right away.
What?
Yeah, I know that you didn't believe that. Of course, I didn't pay 13k for just a domain. Well, honestly, I don't have that money to pay for it. I was kinda sad, but then I realized that my product was more about generating song, although you can generate any kind of voice. But the main concept is to generate song. So I decided to rename my product as Sing AI. I searched for singai.io, but unfortunately it was not available either. There was an alternative singai.ai, but I'm just obsessed with .io, so I renamed my product one more time and I made it as Song AI. I searched for songai.io and this time finally it was available. I purchased right away and the main mission was completed.
Mission complete.
Now let me tell you about a simple cloud architectural design of the software. I have application load balancer. Once user hits ALB endpoint, the request sent to Flask web server. I'm using PostgreSQL database to store user information, train and clone voices, and user balances. S3 bucket is used for uploaded files and generated songs. AWS simple email service handles email notifications for account information, voice processing updates. And my fine-tuned AI model runs on replicate.com. So I use Replicate API for voice training and cloning operations. Then we have Stripe to handle payment processing for adding funds to user accounts. So as you see that I have very simple architecture. Here is my commit story. Well, I know that my commit names are not that good, but it's not a problem for now. After a few days of coding, I needed to figure out how to charge users. I initially considered a subscription model, but then I switched gears. Each training of 5 minutes voice samples costs me 0.75 USD, and each cloning voice costs around 25 cents. So I decided to make one training price as 1.5 and cloning price as 0.5 USD. Users can fund their accounts and pay as they go. After implementing payment function, it was time to launch it on Product Hunt. Finally, the big day arrived, September 27, 2024. Mission was completed and the launch was successful. Well, not so successful actually, because I only received 9 upvotes. Here is the thing, nobody was aware of my product. I didn't do any marketing besides a single post on X, but I have just 14 followers there, so I think that nobody even noticed my post there. By the way, if you want, you can follow me there as well. But anyway, I didn't do any marketing, no one was aware of Song AI. Product was first seen on Product Hunt. I don't know why Product Hunt community didn't like it. Maybe it was just not interesting for them because the product itself doesn't really solve any daily problems. Maybe people just didn't like it because it was paid, but I couldn't make it free because these AI operations cost a good amount of money and I cannot afford that. But it was my very first attempt to launch a product on Product Hunt, and I think I have learned a lot of stuff during the process. I still think that this is kind of fun software or maybe useful in some way for someone, but currently I have only one model which takes care of every type of song, but in the future I want to fine-tune separate AI models for each song category, such as pop, rock, rap, etc. I think it will improve the result a lot really. I didn't earn any single penny from this project yet, and challenge was to complete it in 2 weeks, but it was completed in 3 weeks. So I guess I failed, but as they say,